Weather in just a second. The Detroit Institute of Arts has a new special exhibit that highlights black cinema.
I am so very excited. My favorite actor ever is Sidney Poitier. Fox 2's Lori Pinson joins us live from the DIA. And Lori, did I hear you say his Oscar is down there?
You know what, Lee, I am standing right next to it, and it's probably the closest I will ever get to an Oscar. But it is amazing down here. I know that you would really enjoy it, as well as all of our viewers. It really just tells the story of the black experience through not only the posters that you see, there are film clips, and you can see the films for yourself. Some of them haven't even been seen before, had been lost, and they'll be showing them all through the year. And if you missed this does run until June. But let me show you the Oscar here. This is the Oscar that Sidney Poitier received for Lilies of the Field. Amazing, isn't it beautiful? Now, joining me live to discuss a little bit more about this is Elliot Wilhelm. He is the curator of film for the DIA. Tell me about this time. In this room, we've gone through several different rooms. We've seen different artifacts, culture, art in reference to black history. But this room, you said, culminates in the black experience. Tell me about that.
Well, this room is part of a kind of a narrative, a story that is told by this exhibition. You move through it from the turn of the 20th century, beginning of that century, up through approximately 1971. And this room is a room in which African-American actors and actresses began to appear in leading roles in major studio films. This was something that we hadn't really seen before, except in, I would call them subservient roles as housekeepers, butlers. There were individual performers.
And we were talking about Hattie McDaniel.
Yep.
Now, we have, there's pictures, there's images of Sidney Poitier receiving his Oscar, very proud. But that wasn't the same for Hattie McDaniel. You said that she was isolated before she could even get her award.
It was incredible, and most people don't know this because there's this famous image of her making her acceptance speech for the Oscar, which is actually quite moving, but also a little bit ironic if you look at the undertones of what she has to say.
Sure.
But nevertheless, to get up to the podium to receive her award in 1939, she had to come from a segregated portion of the room where the Academy Award ceremony was being held. She was not allowed to sit at the table where the rest of the cast and production crew of Gone with the Wind was, and had to make her way to the podium as quickly as possible. It's kind of incredible, but nevertheless, this is
what happened. So things hopefully change now. We see more black actors receiving the Oscar, but at the time when Sidney Poitier received his, things were a lot different between he and Hattie McDaniel receiving hers.
Yes, they were, but not entirely. There was a long way to go. This room also is a room that coincides with the civil rights activism of the 1960s.
Well, thank you so much for joining us again this morning. And of course, our viewers can always come down and see this. Now, you said that this runs through June, but also the films you said are available for folks to see.
Yeah, the exhibition's here until June the 23rd. It's free admission for Wayne, Oakland, Macomb County residents. And the films are being shown almost every week in the DIA's theater. And there's a schedule that you can see of what we're showing and exactly when we're showing. The films are free as well. And that's going to continue beyond the end of the exhibition through the entire calendar year.
Well, I thank you so much for coming on out and joining us live, and thank you for opening up the DIA. It was actually closed today, but we wanted to give you, it was very important to give you this preview for Regeneration. Now let's take a look at what we're anticipating as far as weather is concerned. Temperatures for us right now are still on the chilly side. 33 degrees right now in Ann Arbor, 28 for you in Howell. Let's continue on here. There's a little bit of patchy fog, has been improving a bit downriver as we look at our satellite and radar composite. Today is a dry day. Any rain is still well on down to our south, and of course we've been watching what's been happening on out there in California. Breaking down your day for you, today's high, I'm trying to reach up to around 41 degrees. Keep in mind that 33 is our average for this time of the year, so we will exceed that as we go on up through our 7-day forecast. Could be near 50 degrees for you on Thursday, an opportunity for rain coming in on Friday. And guys, if I may, Black History Month. It wasn't always Black History Month. It started out Black History Week. Carter Woodson in 1915 said, hey, we need to just make folks a little bit more aware of what they've contributed. And, you know, he put it in February to honor President Abraham Lincoln's birthday on the 12th, Frederick Douglass on the 14th. And then it wasn't until the 60s when college campuses decided to do Black History Month. In 1976, it became official. So live down here from the Detroit Institute of Art, come on down and see your history. Back to you guys at the studio.
Go ahead on, Lori. Drop that knowledge, Lori Pinson.
Go
I'm not
ahead.
playing with y'all today.
Right?